How's it going, everyone? We just had an absolutely gigantic reveal coming from CD Projekt Red directly, and I want to go over it, kind of give you guys a live reaction to all of this, because there's a lot of information that just came out about the future of The Witcher, Cyberpunk, and they are working on a new IP. Let's go and talk about all of this. Okay, so let's first talk about The Witcher. They've got a long-term project outlook for The Witcher. They've got 3 titles in development: Sirius, a new Witcher trilogy, and then Canis Majoris. My apologies if I butcher these pronunciations, but nonetheless, Sirius was noted to be an innovative take on the Witcher universe, telling an unforgettable story for existing Witcher fans and new audiences. Current production stage is in pre-production, developed by the Blossus Flood, supported by CD Projekt Red. Currently 60 plus are involved. Then we have Project Polaris, a story-driven open-world RPG built on the legacy of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Current project stage pre-production, developed by CD Projekt Red team. 150 plus currently involved. Beginning of a new Witcher trilogy, and all 3 games aim to be delivered within a 6-year period following the Polaris release. I find that so hard to believe, because the idea of a massive trilogy getting releases, and a trilogy at the scale of The Witcher getting releases in succession like that in this stage of the game seems so unlikely to me, but whatever. You know, hopefully that does happen, and we see consistent Witcher releases, because it's one of my favorite franchises, and if we see more Witcher at that rapid of a pace, that is gonna be awesome. Then we have the Project CM, story-driven single-player open-world RPG set within the Witcher universe, contracted to be developed by a third-party studio led by ex-Witcher veterans. So there you go with that. We'll circle back to all of this in a second, because I'm still trying to digest all of this. Then we got Cyberpunk, because we know how much I've been talking of Cyberpunk. Phantom Liberty will be the Cyberpunk 2077 expansion by CD Projekt Red. We know that's in development. That'll be coming in 2023. Here's when things get interesting. Project Orion, Cyberpunk 2077 sequel that will prove the full power and potential of the Cyberpunk universe, to be developed by the CD Projekt Red team. That's probably like a millennia away, given that they don't even give you a release window. They don't even tell you its current stage. That's something that will be developed at some point, and we will be getting a sequel to Cyberpunk 2077. But yeah, we'll see. I think there's so much potential in that universe. There's so much potential in the IP. Think what you want about Cyberpunk 2077, but I think there's a lot of potential going forward with Cyberpunk as an IP. I know a lot of people have been brought back into the game based on the success of the Edge Runners anime, but we'll see how everything goes with that. And then, expanding with the third IP, Project Hadar, new standalone IP distinct from The Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077, developed 100% internally, IP incubation since late 2021, currently in the conceptual phase by a small strike team. So, you gotta keep in mind, all this stuff is super early on. Extra announcement, most of their new games will include multiplayer. Witcher 3 Next Generation is still coming in 2022. The new Witcher trilogy will be released over a 6-year period, and a new studio is being opened up in North America. The Witcher upgrade, as far as that should be arriving here shortly. But man, there's a lot to take in as far as this game. So it seems like they're absolutely invested into The Witcher as an IP, given that we have a new trilogy in development, we have an outside game as well, and then we have a third-party Witcher universe RPG. So they've got 3 Witcher games at least being conceptualized concurrently right now. Project Polaris, we already know this is going to be the next generation of Witcher, but while I'm excited about the fact that this trilogy will be coming in a 6-year window, when are we all actually gonna get this Witcher 4 Project Polaris? It's probably gonna be a very, very long time, but looking back with Witcher 1, Witcher 2, and Witcher 3, they didn't even get those games out in a 6-year period. Witcher 1 was 2007, Witcher 2 was 2011, I believe, and then Witcher 3 was 2015. A 6-year window would beat that out, but yo, like, it's gaming. We know delays happen left and right. I would take that 6-year window with less than a grain of salt, I should say. Less than a grain of salt is what I would take that 6-year window at, and even then, I think some people are gonna misinterpret it and thinking that, oh my god, we're gonna get this Witcher trilogy done in 6 years from now, which would be 2028. Bro, I don't think this trilogy is gonna be done till like 2035, so, you know, like, don't get overly excited about the Witcher trilogy because you see that 6-year window. Personally, I need to, like, see it to believe it as far as them hitting a 6-year window, because we just see game delays left and right these days. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty is the big thing in development because they've got the majority of their team, current project stage, final production stage, developed by CDPR with a 350 plus team member involvement. So this is a major story-driven expansion to Cyberpunk 2077, so that's going to be pretty notable. And then, really interested to hear what you guys think. Project Orion, a Cyberpunk 2077 full-on sequel. I don't know how excited people are going to be for that. I think given that this game will probably be out like in 8 to 10 years, I do not think it's a stretch. I mean, we saw how long it took to release Cyberpunk 2077, and all we have is an image that says Project Orion right now. Like, it's going to be a long, long time before we get this game, and with all of these other titles, or a lot of them, it does note pre-production, final production, pre-production for a lot of the Witcher titles. But in Project Orion's case, we don't even have any insight on that. And obviously, get that expansion done, see how the reception is towards that expansion, and then move on to Project Orion. But I fully thought they were going to do a follow-up to Cyberpunk 2077 for a variety of different reasons. First of all, it's not like the game was a failure. The game commercially did well. It made money. That is the business. So, if you already invested all of that time, effort, and resources into developing and cultivating this world, why wouldn't you build upon it? And then when I saw the anime, and then when I saw the reception towards that, and then you see how people are jumping back into the game, oh baby, obviously the game is going to get a sequel at some point now that we have that information and you see the reception. But yeah, again, 8 to 10 years, I'm thinking, for Cyberpunk 2077 sequel or whatever they're going to end up calling it. And again, they're expanding with a third IP, Project Hater, a new standalone IP distinct from their other IPs, developed 100% internally, currently in the conceptual phase. And again, small strike team working on that. That's a small team that are figuring out, you know, throwing ideas at the wall, figuring out what they're going to go with. That's probably like 2 decades away. Maybe 2 decades is a stretch, but like, yo, I might be dead at that point. By the time that game is ready, I might be dead. Yeah, a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of exciting stuff, but let me know what all of you guys think. A ton to go over in this video, so yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Again, Witcher, we got the upgrade, we got Project Sirius being done by a different studio, Witcher Trilogy, that's internally at CDPR, and then another open world title in the same universe that'll be held and done by a third-party studio. However, that will include ex-Witcher developers, so yeah, obviously, I mean, they would still be Witcher developers. I mean, if it's in the same universe, it doesn't have to be called Witcher. You guys get the idea. Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty, Orion, and then new IP, Hater, is coming as well. 2 decades for that. I'm just making things up when I say 2 decades, but that's what I'm expecting internally. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Kind of taken aback by all that info drop we just got, but definitely let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.